Hi everyone, my name is Renee H. Escalona and welcome to my Photo Essay exhibit. These images capture moments of life and each photograph is a window into a unique moment, inviting you to explore and reflect. The name of this particular photo is A Celestial Display. So the principles of photography highlighted the rule of thirds, where the moon is positioned along the top third line, creating a dynamic and visually appealing composition, as well as the leading lines, where the vertical pole draws the eye upward, guiding the viewer towards the moon, the focal point of the image. On the other hand is the depth of field. The foreground elements are slightly blurred, as you can see, emphasizing the moon and sky as the primary focus. Lastly is the lighting. So the moon's soft, diffused light illuminates the scene, adding a sense of tranquility and mystery. So this captivating photograph captures a serene night sky, with the moon as the central subject. The use of the rule of thirds and leading lines creates a sense of balance and visual interest, while the shallow depth of field isolates the moon against the backdrop of the night sky. The soft, diffused light adds a touch of magic to the scene, making it a truly mesmerizing image. This second photo is entitled A Verdant of Panorama. I just wanted to set an expectation here that this particular photo was taken at my home place at Baon, Bukidnon. This is just in front of our house. So the principles of photography highlighted from this photo is the rule of thirds, where the horizon line aligns with the top third line, creating a balanced composition. Whereas the leading lines, the winding path through the trees draws the eye deeper into the image, inviting exploration. So the depth of field in here is the foreground elements are slightly blurred, emphasizing the distant hills as the primary focus. Lastly is the color palette. The lush green hues of the foliage contrast with a cloudy sky, creating a serene and calming atmosphere. This captivating photograph showcases a breathtaking natural landscape. The rule of thirds and leading lines guide a viewer's gaze through the image, drawing attention to the rolling hills and dense forest. The shallow depth of field adds a sense of depth and dimension, while the vibrant color palette evokes a sense of tranquility and peace. This particular photo is entitled A Snapshot of Rural Serenity. The principles of photography in here is the rule of thirds, where the horizon line and at the power lines intersect at the top third, creating a balanced composition. The green field dominates the lower two-thirds, emphasizing the vastness of the landscape. The power lines and the fences guide the viewer's eye into the distance, adding depth to the image. The depth of field is the foreground elements are sharp, while the background, which are the hills and sky, is slightly blurred, creating a sense of distance and layering. The color, which is the vibrant green of rice fields, contrasts with the clear blue sky, creating a visually appealing and serene scene. The sunlight illuminates the landscape, highlighting the texture of the fields and the foliage. This photograph captures a peaceful rural scene. The lush green rice fields, the distant hills, and the clear blue sky evoke a sense of tranquility and simplicity. The presence of the power lines and the cars suggests a connection to the modern world, while the overall composition emphasizes the beauty of nature. This third photo is entitled A Glimpse of Home. The principles in photography in here is the TV screen and the guitar are placed along the vertical thirds, creating a balanced composition. The stuffed animals and speakers occupy the lower third, adding depth and visual interest. Whereas for the leading lines, the power cords and the edges of the TV stand guide the viewer's eye towards the center of the image, drawing attention to the TV screen. The color, which are the vibrant colors of the wallpaper, stuffed animals, and guitar, contrast with the neutral tones of the walls and furniture, creating a visually appealing and energetic scene. The light, the artificial light source illuminates the scene, highlighting the texture of the furniture and the details of the object. This photograph offers a glimpse into a cozy living space. The presence of the TV, speakers, and guitar suggests a love for entertainment and music. The stuffed animals and the framed picture add a personal touch, revealing the occupant's interests and memories. The overall composition conveys a sense of warmth and comfort. This last photo is entitled A Glimpse of Rural Development. The principles in photography in here is the road and the drainage beaches guide the viewer's eye towards the houses in the distance, creating a sense of depth and perspective. The vibrant blue sky and green foliage contrast with the earthy tones of the dirt and concrete, creating a visually appealing and dynamic scene. The sunlight illuminates the scene, highlighting the texture of the dirt and the concrete. This photograph captures a moment of change in a rural community. The construction work suggests progress and development, while the traditional houses and lush greenery in the background represent the community's connection to its heritage. The image invites the viewer to consider the impact of modernization on rural life.